Hello friends, near and far, dear to my heart. I'm Victoria with Aligned Soul Tarot. These messages will be for Libra and all Libra placements within your birth chart, or wherever you have 7th house influence in your chart. If you don't know what any of that means, or what any of those placements are, just know that I offer birth chart readings where we dive deep into your personal roadmap, right? Your birth chart. I also do a full tarot spread where we discover the archetypes hidden within your birth chart. In this reading, we will discuss astrology, Libra, oracle messages, and tarot, and a love reading at the end, so stay tuned for that. If this reading resonates, please like, comment. I love to hear about your personal experiences and what extra support you're needing at this time. We are still in Sag season. It's the final fire sign, and it reminds me of the symbolism of the sunset, right? The last sunset as we enter into the new calendar year. We stare off into the sunset and reminisce, reflect on all the experiences and wisdom and resilience we have gained over the last year. This month, we are being called into more introspection as we're regaining our focus, right, that Sagittarius brings, and birthing and creating new things into the new year. Sagittarius represents the archer, the arrow of truth. How high can that arrow go? How can you take the wisdom that you've acquired and apply it into your reality? Bold and bright, like the sunset, we expand our horizons, we light up the sky before we turn inward towards the darkness, especially here in the northern hemisphere as we enter into winter. We have a Sagittarius packed December. Not only is the sun in Sag, but we have Mars, Mercury, a new moon in Sag on December 12th, and also Sagittarius's ruling planet Jupiter going direct on December 30th. May we fully and powerfully activate the highest collective wisdom that Sagittarius brings, truth and awareness for humanity. Now Libra, let's get into your December forecast. Hi Libra, and welcome to your December reading. All right, Libra, so this is a Sagittarius packed December, as we talked about, right? There's several planets that are in this Sagittarius energy. We got the ruling planet Jupiter, right? Sagittarius's ruling planet going direct. So there's a lot of this wisdom with Jupiter, right? Wisdom and higher levels of understanding, perspective, right? Jupiter expands things. So it's like a magnifying glass. So especially towards the end of the month, I feel like as we are collecting our thoughts, right, getting that laser sharp focus that Sagittarius brings and setting our intentions for the new calendar year, Jupiter going direct is going to be a lovely way for us to expand into this new year, right? Again, how are we applying the wisdom that we've learned over the last year, especially since October, right? As we set out into this new eclipse cycle, especially for you, Libra, right? This North Node in Aries, South Node in Libra. I've been talking about this the last several months. So if you want to take a look back at the last couple of readings, it might help you gain some clarity on what it is that Spirit is calling, right, into your life. But it's going to be so important this month to get really intentional. And again, application. I'm talking about this since October. How are we going to apply all these lessons, right? In Libra, I think of the Justice card, right? That's your major arcana. It's all about karmic justice. And the South Node in Libra, it's definitely pulling up a lot of this past life karma, ancestral karma that we are moving through as a collective, not just Libras, but I feel for your sign, it's even more potent, it's even more strong, and you might be really feeling that in your waking life, right? Not just in your subconscious dream world even, and you may be even processing quite a bit through your dreams. But again, how can you move into your North Node? And how can you pull on those North Node qualities Of course, with North Node in Aries, that's your opposite, learning from your opposite. But also, if you want to get even more personal, like I talked about, I do birth chart readings where we can talk about what your North Node is. And even looking into readings on your North Node, I always suggest to watch for your other placements, right? So Libra, Sag energy is going to be highlighting your third house. Okay, this is Gemini. You might have a Gemini friend that's helping you at this time, or you might be diving into knowledge, right? And learning. The third house to me is such a curious place. And to be mindful of this overstimulation that can happen with this third house, right? Especially all the Sagittarius energies in your third house. It's important to rest. It's important to decompress. And we also, Libra, have Mercury retrograde. And Mercury is governed and ruled by Gemini in the third house, right? Also, Virgo in sixth house is mercurial energy as well. I'm getting a message for you, Libra, to also look at your birth chart where you have third house influence, because that is being activated at this time. So with the third house, it's about how we process information. I think of the third house as a processor, right? We're taking in all this information and we're kind of compartmentalizing it. We're listening to what our body's telling us about what's coming up, right? It's this somatic practice, right? And so somatic therapy can actually be very helpful for people that have this heavy third house influence, because what can happen is, again, overstimulation, a lot of mental activity, we can like fry out, right? You know, and we have to defrag. So there is this kind of like defragmentation for you as you are moving through some of this mental process and like taking in information. And again, what are you doing with that knowledge? What are you doing with that information? That's what's so important with the third house, because it's highly intellectual, right? There's a lot of this activation that's happening in the mind that can be so insightful, and it can be really beneficial for you to like provide lecture or a workshop, or again, applying this knowledge in a very useful way, even for others, okay? Third house also talks about communication. So Mercury retrograde, third house, it can go either way, right? But just be mindful of your tongue, of course. Effective communication. You could be feeling really called to learn how to effectively communicate to those that are really close to you. Almost like you're getting this like nudge from the universe, like there's a better way. There's a better way to communicate this. So take in those downloads. I keep getting these messages about your dreams. I feel like your dreams are going to be highly influential for you this month, because again, our dream state is very much connected to our mind. Think about it. You know, what are you thinking about before you go to bed? There's so many times like we are on our phones watching something, or even just thinking about something, or ruminating thoughts. And then you go into the dream world and that's reflected, right? It's mirrored in the dream world in some very abstract kind of weird way. So it might be important for you, Libra, to even like dream journaling, or doing some sort of ritual or practice before bed that gets you into a very intentional place of where you want to be in your dreams. Maybe there's something that you really want to focus in on, that you are being called to learn. And you might get some really interesting downloads in your dreams if you actually are more intentional about it, right? All right, let's get into your empathic oracle message. This is going to be for the Libra collective. All right, Libra, let's see. Libra, what do we have for you, Libra? Well, there it is. Stardust. Beautiful. And this is this very dreamy energy for you. I feel like nighttime is going to be a very powerful time for you. You might even be feeling a bit with the third house influence, like having restlessness, like I spoke about, like feeling like you can't sleep. So there's something about sleep that's really important for you. So maybe even, yeah, again, rituals, like this is coming up for you, like a nightly practice that allows you to wind down and get really intentional about your sleep. Okay, that's the first thing I'm getting off this card. But let's read a little bit from the book here. As I look to the night sky, I know within that my soul is as ancient as the lights that shine through the darkness of night. It's a sobering thought to realize that throughout history, every human has gazed at one point to the stars in the sky. Each set of eyes pondering the reasoning behind their existence, what brought them to be, and whether there was more to this journey we call life. As an empath, you experience all things as energy. Thought, emotion, pain, nature, and the elements all present themselves as an energetic dichotomy looking for space within. So a lot of these why questions, you know, questioning existence, like this is a very deep, insightful place, which makes sense with the third house, you know, questioning all these big theories, even, you know, like expanding beyond what we've been taught. Some of the core questions that come with this card for you, Libra, are, do I question my existence and see my empathic gift as a curse? Do I honor the depth of my ability to love as a gift that has been earned? Is this situation bigger than me? So this is a very philosophical month for you. It's seeming like the whys and the why nots. It makes complete sense with that third house. And also, again, Jupiter, it expands things. It craves for that. And Sagittarius energy is the ninth house, which is about higher levels of education, deeper wisdom, spiritual insight, spiritual practices, travel, right? So this is all about expanding our consciousness and our connection to different cultures even. Awesome month for you to take in some new ways of thinking outside the box, and questioning your very existence, Libra. Wow. Lots of deep thought this month. Okay, let's pull from the Light Seers Tarot. Let's get your tarot message for December. This is for Libra. Libra, please show me what I need to see for the Libra collective. Libra, what is it that they need to know? What is it that they need to see? Libra, please show me what I need to see for Libra. Ooh, yeah. One more card, please, for Libra. Libra, please show me what I need to see for Libra. Okay. Ooh. I feel like the Stardust is that energy of like expanding your mindset, like getting out of a lack mentality, because the cards are showing here that you might be processing some really heavy emotions. This collective grief that I've been talking about. I even am doing a series. I'm traveling right now for the holidays, so I haven't expanded too much onto the next stage, but I do have stage 1 and 2 on this grieving process that we all experience as humans. So if you want to check that out, I will link it below for you. For those that are really processing this, right? It could be on a very micro personal level, like something that's happened specifically to you or a very close friend or relative. Or again, this collective grief that we're all experiencing for the world, right? So give yourself that winding down time. Again, nighttime is like this really heightened time for you, it's seeming, where maybe a lot of these thoughts are coming up. 5 of Cups is grief. Yeah, it's like, what are you going to do about it? Of course, sometimes the best thing to do is nothing, right? And to allow yourself to process the feelings and sit with them. But there is a time and a place. King of Wands here showing up where we have to be active participants in this process is what I'm hearing. Like, how can I get myself out of this kind of stagnant, stuck energy? 4 of Cups, where I am just deep, deep, deep in this pain, okay? I am seeing a level of avoidance. Are you dealing with a Scorpio, or you might have Scorpio in your chart? Tower card here in reverse is avoidance of something that is needing to happen or needing to change, especially with the World card showing up here. This is a major cycle for you, and it's not surprising for me to see the World card for you. Again, Libra South Node, all this climatic energy for you since October, with this being highlighted. We had that solar eclipse in your sign. So there has been this spotlight effect. And again, you can check back to the other readings if you're feeling a bit confused on what is it that I'm being called into, okay? Because it's seeming that you are having a knock at your door. Judgment, World card. This is a knock from spirit. Like, it's time to wake up. It's time to face things head on. And, you know, it's almost like spirit saying, I know that this has been really hard for you, Libra, and I know that this pain is sometimes unbearable. But there is a way out, is what I'm hearing. There is a way out. Tell me about this Tower card. I want to know more about it for you, Libra. Let's see. It could be around a water sign specifically, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Someone from your past. I just saw the Six of Cups. Six of Cups can also talk about family, right? Parents, friends. It's this nostalgic energy, so it's everything to do with our past, childhood. So this could literally be, like, again, tracing back to even past life. We talked about the South Node in Libra. South Node is about our past life. Right? It's what we came into this world, what scale we came into this world with, right? What was familiar then. But again, we're moving into the opposite, right? This is how we evolve and expand our spiritual insight. You know, and that can be a very uncomfortable process when we have to step out of our comfort zone. And I feel like for you, Libra, the cards are suggesting that you really are and have been having to step out of this tower because it's a faulty foundation that's not built on truth, okay? And this could be, the tower can be so many things. It doesn't have to be a relationship, you know? I know a lot of people come to tarot for relationship advice, but sometimes the message that I'm getting for you is that even if you are having some conflict in your relationships, and this can be many different types. This is the general reading, right? Most likely, not always, but most likely, the relationship conflict is deeper rooted than just that person, right? It's like, oh, wow, this traces back to a relationship that I had with a kid on the playground, right? Or this traces back to a relationship I had with my sister, my brother, and I'm starting to connect the dots, is what I'm hearing. I'm starting to see the pattern, right? Are you starting to notice a pattern this month? And when we notice those patterns, right, that in itself can bring up a lot of grief, because then it kind of picks at that wound. And with Mercury retrograde, you know, the past likes to come up. All right, let's pull from, let's pull from this deck here. Let's get some advice for you. You know, right as I was about to pull for love, I just wanted to pull some advice, and of course, love is coming into the reading. So Libra, we have the Two of Cups here with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Four of Swords. This is that restlessness that's coming up in your reading. I feel like for you, you are processing some deep, deep soulmate bond here. And Two of Cups, again, doesn't have to be with someone else. This can be coming to some sort of understanding about the duality within, right? The masculine and feminine, the polarity within, and finding this union within. It can be about a relationship too. But there is this harmony. There is this peacefulness here. I want to actually pull, let's pull from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. I want to see what this Two of Cups is about for you. Because the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Seven of Pentacles is all about time for me. You know, waiting on an investment, knowing that all that hard, meticulous work that might just seem like so mundane, like even the most mundane task is actually contributing to this goal of yours, right? So the Seven of Pentacles is a very important card, just like all of them are. But you know, that Seven of Pentacles in this reading is really talking about seeing every opportunity as a lesson, even if it felt like you were taking 5 steps back, right? You know, and I feel like that's the struggle for you right now, is feeling like, wow, I should have got this by now, or I should have understood this lesson. And I feel like I'm backtracking in some way. But you know that all of this is helping you to receive this Two of Cups. All right, what is this Two of Cups about for Libra? Please show me what I need to see. What is this about for Libra? Mending. Okay, so this is a pretty... See, you're mending things, believe it or not, even if it might seem like it's slow as molasses. 4 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. Things are being mended, even in the spiritual realm, right? The Stardust energy is like really tapping into expanding your mindset, you know. I'm getting this interconnectedness because when I think of the stars, you know, how they're all kind of mapped out and connected and they make these constellations, is understanding how every little piece of this puzzle is like syncing up. It's almost like sacred geometry. And things are mending here. Things are mending even in the ethers. And again, it might not seem like it in the physical 3D, but it feels like things are mending in the 5D for sure. Okay, let's pull some love oracles here for you. We're going to pull some love oracles, and then we're going to take this over to Patreon for the extended. So if you want to follow me over there, you can find all my information in the description box below. All right, Libra, let's pull on your love interest. Let's see how they are viewing you for the month of December. We had the 3 of Swords fly out there with the 2 of Pentacles. I'm going to put that back in and see if it comes out again. This is for Libra and their love interest. How is Libra's love interest viewing them for the month of December? Okay. We got the Lovers on the bottom in reverse. There's a Gemini energy again, a Mercurial energy. So it's looking like for this love reading here, whoever I'm tapping into, it seems like you two are not speaking, or again, there might be this miscommunication. If you are speaking, it might be just like very little, and there's a lot of misunderstandings here with the 8 of Wands in reverse. Especially next to the 2 of Wands, you know, in this picture, you see these people really compromising and working together. There's that union, right, that we saw in the 2 of Cups. But with the Wand energy, it's about taking action. And we have these 2 fire energies. You might be dealing with a fire sign, fire and water specifically, where there isn't this action. I feel like there's a bit of this slow, kind of tedious process that's happening in your love relationship here. But nonetheless, even if the action seems very insignificant, like we said, in the 7 of Pentacles, it's like all of these little details and all of this things, the synchronicities that are happening even in your dream world, that are happening more in the ethers is what I'm getting. There is action happening. It just might not be as 3D, okay? Because fire to me represents like actual physical action in the world, like Pentacle, Earth energy. And there's no Earth showing up here in your reading right now. So there is this kind of emotional overwhelm. Queen of Cups here. There's a lot of love, for sure. There's a lot of love. Even with the Lovers in reverse, you know, this is known that this is a soulmate bond. It just might not be actually manifesting the Magician in the 3D world. You definitely could be dealing with a Gemini. This is both the Gemini cards. We got the Chariot here next to the Queen of Cups, so specifically Cancer. This might be you if you have Cancer in your chart, but again, male-female roles can be reversed and gender is fluid in tarot, just know that. So I want to see, What is the advice here? Yeah, there's a lot of inaction here. So if you're dealing with someone where you guys are in a no contact situation, we can take this over to Patreon and kind of dive into what it is that this person would like to say to you, right? So you can follow me over there, Libra, if you want to go into a no contact reading. Patience is showing up. That's that Seven of Pentacles. It says, I accept that everything happens in divine order. Let's get one more message here for Libra before we take this over to Patreon. So we have health and courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. I do see that represented in the Queen of Cups. You could be feeling as though either you or your love interest is really focusing in on a health issue or health concern, or again, just wanting to tend to one's needs. We're going to take this over to Patreon and do a no contact spread. I hope to find you over there, Libra. Bye for now.